Yo, what's up, guys? We are back with a new spoiler review video, and we are covering Alien Earth in this one. I've just finished watching the finale, and oh my god, this show is absolute awesomeness. Honestly, it's so bloody great. Honestly, I absolutely love this season of Alien Earth. Each episode was just like a banger after banger, basically. Noah Hawley, man, because I loved his work on Fargo and that. But yeah, the writing in this show was absolutely amazing, guys. And the way it ended as well with that cliffhanger is guaranteeing that there probably will be a season 2 because it was a bit of a cliffhanger the way it ended. But yeah, I definitely need more content from this, honestly. I need to have it injected into my veins, man. This was just so good, this show, and I just can't wait to see where it was going to go in the future, or even the rest of the Alien franchise as a whole. But yeah, overall, guys, I'd probably give this show an 8 or 9 out of 10, to be honest. But yeah, that's my sort of non-spoiler sort of quick review, I guess. But let's get into some actual spoiler stuff. So the show basically starts off with you have a ship basically that crash lands on Earth, which is actually a Weyland-Yutani ship. But we do learn on Earth there is different corporations that own certain parts of the Earth, basically. So yeah, Weyland-Yutani is obviously one of them, which as everyone knows is quite familiar with that corporation. And then you've also got this new corporation, the Prodigy Corporation. And at the Prodigy Corporation, they're working on putting children's minds, basically these 4 or 5 kids, basically their minds, into these synthetic bodies, these hybrids, as they call them. But yeah, and the Prodigy is owned by this company called Cavalier. This boy Cavalier, basically, he's a bit of a dick, to be honest. And he's obsessed with Peter Pan. He names all the children after Peter Pan characters, basically. The main character, Wendy, who's Marcy, but she's named after Wendy from Peter Pan and that. And then you've got the other kids that are named after the Lost Boys and that from the Peter Pan story, which is really cool. And you get references about referring to the xenomorph as the crocodile and Captain Hook and that as well. But there's a lot of metaphors basically in this show, referencing to Peter Pan, the island that they're in on the show, the Prodigy Island, that's called Neverland as well, in Peter Pan. So but yeah, yeah, it's quite interesting, to be fair. But you've also got going back to that ship that crashed, the Weyland-Yutani, that crash lands into Prodigy City, basically. And the reason it crashes is because it's a research ship, basically, and they've collected 5 different species, I believe it was, on the ship. So you've got different species on this ship. So you've obviously got the xenomorph, you got the face huggers, you got the eye sort of creature, you got the fly as well, and then you've also got this plant creature as well. So yeah, you've got these different creatures on the ship basically, and we slowly learn what each one does. Obviously we know what the xenomorph and the face huggers do, but we slowly learn what the other creatures do, because we've never seen those creatures before. But yeah, they were very interesting to see. I the eye creature was probably the smartest one, it seems like. Like, especially when later on it gets inside, there's like a gruesome moment where it gets in a cat, and then it's in a sheep, and then in a person as well at one stage. But yeah, the eye creature is quite smart. And you've also got the plant creature, which we don't really see what actually does till the last episode. But yeah, the plant creature is quite menacing, to be fair. And then you've got the fly, which is basically just a fly that eats like mechanical parts, basically, as it kills one of the children, one of the synthetics. But yeah, so yeah, there is that. So yeah, but yeah, going back to the story. So obviously we've got other characters in this as well. We've got like you got Timothy Oliphant's character. It was an absolute standout, I must admit. Like, he was really cool in this show. I really liked him because he's basically a synthetic as well, which is really cool. Like, his name was Kirsch. And like, at times he felt like because he's working for Prodigy, obviously, but at times he was working on projects, but it felt like he had his own agenda, or he might have been working for Utani, but we still don't really know, to be honest. I still think he's got his own intentions, to be honest, but if we get a second season we might find out, because he did get his back broken in the finale. So yeah, he got broken by Morrow, who was obviously the cyborg, and he was another standout on this show. Like, I love the episode where it was centered on what happened on the Utani ship with him and the crew on that ship, and those creatures getting out with like a saboteur. It was actually Prodigy that sabotaged it, basically. But yeah, that was really cool, I must admit. You've also got Hermit, which was obviously Marcy or Wendy's brother, basically. I love the actor. Like, he did a great job, to be honest. He was another standout. Like, I know him from Andor because his character played a significant role in the first season of Andor, and he was great in that. But yeah, he was absolutely amazing in this show, and I can't wait to see more of him. Like, we do see, obviously, where him and his sister do reunite, and that was quite a sweet moment, and that because obviously he's a medic. So yeah, but yeah, I quite like this character, and I can't wait to see more of him in the future if we do get a second season. So yeah, another thing I want to talk about is obviously the xenomorph, because obviously this is called Alien Earth. So the action scenes in this with the xenomorph was absolutely amazing. Like the very first episode, even the shot, you probably see it on the screen where the xenomorph is like reversing back like it's a truck. That is something unbelievable, the way they shot that. And even when it's just like sneaking around and that as well. But yeah, everything with the xenomorph was absolutely amazing in this show, and I just can't wait to see, because we obviously have two xenomorphs still alive at the end of the show, because obviously one was come from Hermit's lung that they used, and then we obviously had another xenomorph that came out of Arthur, unfortunately. May he rest in peace. Probably the only decent guy in this, who's like the nicest person ever in the show. But yeah, we've got two xenomorphs left, but I believe there's still a couple more eggs that haven't hatched yet, that are still in the lab on the island. So I imagine they will hatch, because by the end of the series, our main human characters, like the Prodigy people, have all been locked up in the cells by our hybrid characters, the main characters of the show. And you've also got Wayland Yutani, like an invasion force coming to invade the island to get their creatures back. That's basically how it ends. So it does seem like maybe season 2, if it does get greenlit, will have like an action-packed invasion, like Wayland Yutani Corporation Security going head to head with a bunch of xenomorphs and alien creatures. So yeah, we'll have to see if that does come true. But yeah, guys, overall though, the action was amazing, the stunt choreography was amazing, the writing was amazing, the show was just so amazing. It was like one of the best television shows I've seen all year, and I just can't wait to see more in this world. There wasn't really anything like teasing like a predator or anything like with that world, but I did see an interview online where Noah Hawley did say something that they didn't want to push like any predator Easter eggs in this first season, because I think they were just so focused on like trying to make sure the first season was successful, and then potentially if they do get a second season, maybe they'll start pushing for a larger Easter eggs into that world maybe. But I mean, we do know that xenomorphs can swim, so they've got to either nuke that island somehow or wipe them all out somehow. Like, I don't know, could a predator show up in this show in like a future season? Who knows? I mean, we have got Predator Badlands coming out this year, so that's not too long till that, but I don't think that's gonna have any like alien crossover besides Wayland Yutani. But yeah, we shall see. But yeah, guys, I've like just so blown away with this show, guys. Like, I definitely recommend it, to be honest. If you haven't checked it out yet, what are you doing? This is probably one of the best television shows that has come out this year, to be honest. Go check it out, guys. But yeah, that is pretty much my review, to be honest. Like, I can't wait to see where this is going to go. But I want to know what you guys obviously think about Alien Earth. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Let me know down below. And what are your thoughts? And what do you think is going to happen in like a potential season 2 if it does get greenlit, or like next in the Alien franchise in general? Let me know down below in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video.